let's talk shell scripting. I have some very good things. So say I wait, not yet. We have the standard shell script. Say I want to do something very simple. Say I want to auto recompile a CPP project. So basically, any change in the source code, we immediately start recompilation, so that when I need it, I don't need to spend extra time waiting for recompilation that could have already passed. Because like you make a change, you first check things visually that made the correct change, right? And only then you want to go and run it and see the errors. What if it runs automatically before that? It would save time. So this is what this does. And it is great, it works. But with any shell-based scripting language, like SSH-based scripting language, because of how it just works on the underlying level, the commands which are sequential are not sequential. They're just not. So this command, right, if it produces error, and this command, if it produces error, they will be mixed. It just doesn't work. They just get mixed. Simply. So if I try to do a little bit of handling, there we go, it helps. So this will trigger on both an error from this and an error from this. And you cannot even await either. Like, this is just like crazy language. There is no control flow, and no variation of it will give you control flow. Like, there are other versions of weird languages, like I think it was XSH. They also try to run it, and it does not work. It does not work. Like, it has exact same problem where you cannot choose which error to catch. Like this, it should have a syntaxis which would allow for it. Don't look at it. You don't have even sync slicing on it, but it should have like it has language primitives which look like that would allow for it, but they just don't. It doesn't catch the correct error. So this is this is a limitation of toy script languages, which is essential all others. So instead of that, how about we use a real language? Now, my favorite language is Rust, but having full-on Rust program to just mush some calls together is not efficient. And I think I had something like was it this? Maybe, yeah, there we go. And in the main, it has like few shell calls which are very long. So for example, here I do a little bit of cd, and then I need to get the return and do a lot of wrapping, do a lot of it's expensive. It's it takes development time, it takes thinking, it takes controlling for it, and it takes compiling. For dependencies, you need to compile it locally, then a link to the compiled binary, and compiling the shell scripts seems a bit tedious, and just not worth it normally, because most often control flow doesn't matter that much. It's scary to when it's possible, but even still, the development time is more important. So, but it's not very useful option. But there is Golang, so I can go and I can attach. What was it? I think I did it here, and there we go. That's the exact same logic in Golang, but we have full control over the control flow. It is working, it is good, it is calling effectively, because it is very segregated, as like it's defined. It is a good language which just works. It is not a domain specific language which is effectively SH, just good language. I really do not want to use anything with broken control flow. So this is a big step forward. And then the other functions here are basically like boilerplate, which I might move from a place to another place to allow for compilation immediate. So for example, here I have like which CPU watch, right? It is just basically just go calling a file with this Golang code, nothing else, and it compiles on the site and then immediately uses compiled as code. But the vacation looks like an vacation of interpreted language, and this is a useful property in this context. So I kind of like to keep it, but I think there are ways around it. So I might end up just moving all this code into a library and just having here 2 extra lines that would kind of reference this library, right? And that's it, right? Instead of all this, would be just this. But well, I'll think if it's possible. It might be, but even if not, moving like a bit of boilerplate around with me is so much better than writing just dreamed up with deranged psychopath's language. This is much better, and I guess there's also like Rust thing, sh macro, which I haven't tried yet. I will try it. I guess I'll report on it. It seems also promising and similar to what I have here. But fundamental problem with Golang is that it has a principle where errors warnings are errors, because like they say that it's good to fix them eventually, so we might as well force you to fix them immediately. But not all warnings must be fixed immediately. Some things, like style-based things, if you enforce fixing them to have the code compile, it would slow down the iteration, or end facilitate or end lead to like semi-fixes where you rename the variable like with an underscore and going to so for example, if I have an unused variable here, let's use equals, right? This will say that this is never used. Right? Doesn't. But okay. So it will say that it's declared and not used. And to compile normally, normal Go devs, which I'm not, I found a solution. Normal Go devs would just go like this, right, and then immediately fix it, because this is now like they should compile. I think they should compile. Maybe not. Wait, is it not like this? Let's declare. Okay, so we do like this, right? And it's maybe good, maybe not good. Maybe actually this should have been good. I'm not sure why. Having it be a nice or whatever. There's something like this which we're just like prefix with underscore, and it just kind of works. But it closes the error in the first place, and so either you spend time and make it correctly, either you like add an extra underscore to fix error in the moment, but when you need to actually fix it, to like remove this call side, because in reality you want it removed, and you just prefix it with underscores so as to get it to compile, you will not be able to find it in the code later, or it will be more difficult to find it in the code later. You will need to find look for specifically, because you do not have a warning to tell you that this is incorrect. You had an error, but you needed to iterate quickly. You needed to compare in the moment, so you just chose the simplest way to temporarily disable this error. And this is very much not a correct practice, and this idea that all warnings should be errors is just completely incorrect. Some warnings should be warnings, style warnings specifically. So what I did is, instead of writing the 3-line shellcode, I spent an hour or two patching the Golang compiler. Now I have a compiled fixed Golang version which just makes those errors into warnings. So that's good. I have like a this thing, which I just like compile, fixed the Golang to still compile this. So for example, if I make a new equals this, and so say here we also do this, so two different warnings. So for example, non variable on the left side, and this is going to be unused. I still can run it. With this, I cannot run it. This is default, but I can run it with my version of the compiler. It will run. Here's going to be gibberish because we are doing some weird stuff. But I can like just instead of this, I can just say print right, and it will still iterate because I'm doing clear. Without clear, it will just print a bunch of file change. There we go. So this is working, and it compiles, and it allows for so much faster iteration. Maybe not so much, but like faster iteration, and it allows for better practices because I just leave these things as is while I'm iterating quickly, right? Right, I'm just leaving num as is, and when I need them, it's easy to find and fix instead of making a temporary fixes, which then disable the error and make it difficult again to find the file. Like I just cannot believe how stupid this premise is and how many people support it. It just makes zero sense, so I fix it. Anyways, I think the code is in my little Go warn unused, and it might be renamed later because I'm a bit scaling it to like Go warn style or Go style no error or something like this. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but like I went beyond unused already, so that this might be renamed, but for now it's here, and I guess you can go use it. If not, you can just like search for my repos by Go keyword or warn keyword or Go warn keywords. I'm not sure, but like it should be relatively easy to find. Anyways, that's about it. That's how I fixed Go, and now it's a perfect scripting language. Maybe I haven't tried the Rust version with Rust script yet, but I guess I'll try and report on later. Anyways, that's about it. I will see you tomorrow. That was an exciting, interesting day.